Hello, Cancerian. Welcome to your June love and finance reading. I am just so excited to get into your energy, just because June's a really big energy month for a lot of us. Like, the collective is going through some big things. I think we got 5 planets in retrograde, or 4, and we just had the Sagittarius full moon last night, and just, that in itself brings a lot of big energy, right? So I hope you're doing well. I hope that life is, treating you great in these times. And I just wanted to share a few things before we get into your energy. I've switched up the way that I'm doing my shuffling and my prayer. I'm praying separate to my shuffle, just because during shuffle I might get downloads. So I want to be able to be a little bit more present for that. And I also am starting a line of goddess baths. So basically they're ritualistic bath salts, in a sense, right? It's also, honoring yourself and ensuring that you're getting the proper minerals and stuff. But anyways, they consist of Himalayan salts, some herbs, lavender, rose petals, and so on and so forth. And those will be available soon. I just charged my salts under the full moon, so I just got, some last details. But once those are launched, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get an update on when that happens. Last but not least, don't forget to comment and like the video if it resonates. I definitely want to hear your story and how these energies are affecting you, and if you got, any good insight from the reading. There's a beautiful community on YouTube, and I just think it's so cool, because I wasn't really super exposed to YouTube. Like, I only ever used it for music, but then I seen all of these, other communities here, which is just, it's beautiful because it gives us an opportunity to connect. And connection is the reason why I do this, because I've always been very capable and, just when it comes to energy and reading energy and feeling it, and these things have been with me since I can remember, in my younger years and my teen years. So having the ability to pick up on things mentally and psychically was, always a thing for me. Anyways, so this gives me an opportunity to be able to share that stuff with you and with other individuals who are looking for insight in regards to the psyche and telepathy and so on and so forth. So I love tarot. Excuse me, my nose ring is coming out. I love tarot because these, it's like a tool to help you with that insight. So it's just so beautiful to be able to convey messages in regards to that. So Cancer, like I said, again, I just hope you're doing well, and we're going to get into your reading now. Spirit, Heavenly Father, guardian angels, divine universe, thank you for coming into this conversation with Cancer. Thank you for coming in with all of your insight in regards to their love and finances. Thank you for showing us clearly messages so they can be conveyed clearly to Cancer. Thank you for continuing to use me as a vessel in regards to these messages. We would not be anything without you, and I just want to continue to thank you so much for all the beautiful things that you've blessed me with, for this home, for my yard, for my garden, for my flowers, for all of my plants and all of the food and all of the beauty and love that you share between my son JD and I. Thank you for blessing all of my good friends and all of the good things that they do. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, thank you for coming into this conversation with Cancer and I. Thank you for showing all the messages clearly so they can be conveyed clearly. Thank you, Spirit. So, Cancer, I've seen a lot of yellow in my prayer. I also seen enjoying company of someone with a child. So that could be a message for you. Maybe it's your child. Maybe you're enjoying company with your own child. Lots of yellow though. So that could speak to solar plexus energy or the sun, or, you know, needing to be in the sun more, which I think all of us can use a little bit more sun right now. Rain, rain, go away. Anyways, it's raining here, so I hope that wherever you are, you're catching some rays. Taking up that vitamin D, soaking it in. It's so vital to our mental health and, you know, ability to absorb other vitamins and minerals. And one more. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for showing me all of the messages in regards to Cancer's love. Thank you, Spirit, for showing me all of the messages in regards to Cancer's love. Thank you, Spirit. 2 more messages in regards to Cancer's love. Show me all of the energies affecting Cancer's love. Okay. Cancer, it seems like you're having a little bit of struggle, some internal mental conflict in regards to your love. Let's get 4 cards in regards to Cancer's finances. Jesus. Just give me a second, Cancer. I'm trying to get my life together. 3 more. 3 more. The Empress. Divine Feminine. I feel like I'm talking to a Divine Feminine. 2 more. Lots of really strong energy in your love sector. Very strong, or your finance sector. So, Cancer. We start with the 8 of Swords in your love. Okay, so what are you, like, what do you see as a reflection of yourself in the mirror? Have you held on to past hurts a little too hard? Because when it comes to past hurts in regards to relationships are meant to be lessons and teachers. So, but we need to actually learn the lesson and then move past the lesson to become what you want to see in the mirror in a relationship. So are you willing to reflect yourself, and is that enough for you? So what you reflect in the mirror and what you cast out into the world, your relationship style, your relationship patterns, your values, the things that you cast out there, are you willing to cast back at yourself, right? So, you know, figure out where you stand in regards to relationships, because the 8 of Swords is a very stagnant energy, and you know, you sit in conflict within yourself, because I say that within yourself because I feel that
when it comes to the Eight of Swords, it's our thought processes, and what we think we create. What we are, what we think, right? So, you know, are you stopping yourself from moving past your past situations, right? Because those all past situations are meant to define our character, and you know, they're meant to teach us to become more spiritually and emotionally evolved. So that evolution is basically the path of life as well, right? Like, we continuously evolve, and if we decide not to evolve from the things that we learnt prior, then we'll just we'll reincarnate and learn those same lessons, right? Because there's a cycle, and you know, there's different levels of the cycle in growth and when it comes to life, right? So that, just take heed to that. There's the lesson here that you need to move past. There is growth though, because you get to the Nine of Swords next, but the Nine of Swords is just before you complete that lesson. So in June, you're learning the lessons, and the lesson is to become a magician. There's also a Knight of Cups here, so you know, I'd say there's love coming in. There's love coming in for you singles, and maybe even people that aren't single. There is love coming in, but it's a knight, right? It's not a king, which, when it comes to you becoming the magician in the end of June here, which is self-mastery, right? So that point in time where you can create from any element, right? Any one of the elements, or you can combine them all and become a master of all, right? So I feel very strongly that you may be going through some, you know, personal cycle in June and learning some really personal lessons. And the Knight of Cups does come in, right? So probably in the second week of June, and, you know, offers you this cup of love. And, you know, you yourself aren't completely prepared to be part of that, because one, you feel as if it may be unstable, and that could be part of your process that you're going through. Because let's say in the third week of June, you're in the Nine of Swords energy. So you start at Eight of Swords, you move to Nine of Swords, and that's how we know you're moving towards growth. You move towards Nine of Swords, which also the Nine and the Magician that comes in, it would probably look like this to you. You're working within this energy, orange energy, to become the Magician. So funny thing is, you know, that is in regards to your sacral chakra, right? And your sacral chakra is like, you know, where your creativity comes from. So, you know, the Nine of Swords, you're basically like, you know, you're tired and you're a little run down from all of this that you're bringing upon yourself, but you're just digging out your ability to create within that energy, which is really beautiful. And then you get to the Magician in the end of June, and you know, there you are, mastering yourself, and that's a really beautiful energy. So in love, you know, something's gonna come in. I don't know if you are ready for that, or if you feel like you're mentally ready for that. That's going to be different for every single person here. So love, it looks good. Looks good in June. Just lessons, which, you know, we're all human, right? We're only human, and we're all going through this growth process, and it's going to take us somewhere beautiful. But that place that it takes us, know that it's coming from within you. So you create what your reality is. So getting into your finances. finances look really good. The Empress is the first thing that comes in. So there may be, you probably like to spend your money on beautiful things, and you like to have and share. The Empress is that divine feminine energy, right? And you are very abundant, right? There could be, pregnancy, but because this is finances, I would just say that you are an abundant person. Knight of Swords comes in, so maybe a quick message about work coming in, something that is, stable, something that will be mentally stimulating for you, if that hasn't come in yet. Justice comes in. There could be legal matters in regards to your finances. There could be a balancing out coming in, maybe like a settlement of some sort, or if you, happen to divorce, at some point, maybe the balance is coming in for you. Truth, though, some truth coming in that you may not have really understood before, that could be coming in for you as well. But notice that the Justice card, it's a very balanced and stable energy as well. So both blue, your Knight of Swords is blue, and Justice. There could be somebody in regards to your work situation that is a Libra or an Aquarius or a Gemini. We are in Gemini season though in June, which that could just be the energy that's floating around you right now. Don't forget to speak up for the things that you desire. Speak up for yourself. Be truth. Whatever you say, make sure it's the truth. Okay. High Priestess, that's your last week of June energy, and the High Priestess is a very, very strong and independent individual that has intuition that is sharp intuition. And also the High Priestess is a mentor. She has reached that self-mastery. So you got the Magician here, and the High Priestess comes in right after the Magician. And self-mastery to a point that you're ready to mentor, and be that leader in regards to what it is that you are doing financially and for work. So there's big energy coming in for you. Big energy coming in for you, Cancer, and I think it's very beautiful. Love can be a challenging part of life for a lot of us individuals, and I think June is just, it's bringing out some energy in people that you haven't seen for a very long time. So some of us might say, haven't I, learned this yet? Like, haven't I mastered this yet? Well, just know that you are on your way to mastering that. So, Spirit, give me one card for advice for Cancer. One card of advice for Cancer, please, Spirit. One card of advice. One card of advice for Cancer, please, Spirit. Okay, the Altar Priestess. So this is basically the High Priestess card again. Preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. So, in regards to sacred ritual, I am going to put it like this. How you treat yourself is it is a reflection of yourself, right? So how you treat other people is a reflection of yourself. So sitting in ritual and asking for what it is that you truly desire from your heart space would be something of a lot of benefit for you. Because if you're sitting in an energy, a very mental, airy energy that's like you're feeling stagnant, you can't quite pin down exactly what it is that you truly want and truly desire, then you're not going to have a very clear direction and clear path to get there. So, and like if your first card in love, you're blindfolded in this reflection, right? So that tells me that you're not completely connected with your inner source and your inner guidance when it comes to that. So that's what you're moving towards. Preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. It's all of the things that you create are sacred things because they are an extension of your energy and your source. What's in you. We are all connected to the divine. We are all connected to the source. So really pay attention to those things this month, Cancer. And I just want to thank you for being here so much, and thank you for letting me read your energy. And don't forget to comment. That's the whole, it's the whole purpose of this. I just, I'd like to know how your story is going, and I'll try and get some words of encouragement back to you. See you, Cancer.